Hello and welcome to the Nell Media channel. Today I want to continue a series that I started about small little tools that can be really handy and help you in the web design or web programming world. So today I want to show you another tool by the iconico.com team that is to help you to align things on your site. An example that I used it this week, no later than this week, for that website here. This is a website that is using Beaver Builder. They did create a search result page using Beaver Builder, and I had to recreate it because we are using relevancy. And to make a long story short, I needed to recreate that page in PHP using the search.php and get rid of that themer. So I had to make sure that every element were aligned based on the previous look of the mockup that I had. So I used that little tool called screen divider, sorry. Yeah, there we go, screen divider. And that will output lines like that. You can, of course, rotate it if you want to. And for example, if I need to measure the height here, I'm going to change the length here. So if I want to make sure that, for example, this text is aligned with my logo, then I can use those lines here. And of course, for example, in this particular case, I was using the inspector. So I don't know if I want to change, for example, the title here, and I need to move it a little bit, or same thing for the boxes and so on. So I could come here, let's say, and just move. This is not the exact example that I had, but anyway, if I want to move it, for example, minus 10 pixel, and you see here, so I can come here and play with that and put it exactly where I need it to be, for example, like that, and that will help me align it. You see, so I would probably need to put a -3 here to be exactly aligned, -2, -3, to be exactly aligned. So then I can take that and go into my code after that and create, as you can see, I created a style.css and be able to change my code according to what I saw on the screen right here. So I can do that for those lines. I can do that for that box here. I can align things like that together. So that will help me a lot to align things like that. Another example here, I have 3 boxes and I want to align things. Want to know if these are aligned, and that's pretty obvious that they are not, but sometimes it's not that obvious. So I can come here, change that rotation to 0, and again move things until I'm pretty sure that they are all on the same height or the same thing. I can also change the width of the lines. As you can see, I can change the length. I can change the distance also. Let me put that back to more reasonable width. Let's say I can distance my line like that. Okay, and try to align things together. That section is not necessarily the easiest one, to be honest. So we go by 5 or by 10, but by 1. Let's see, for example. Okay, now a little bit too much. So it takes a little bit of time, but you see now I'm pretty much there. And of course, I could change the distance here to be aligned to be able to align my things. I cannot, unfortunately, change the distance between those two and then make a different distance between those two. So unfortunately, for example, to be able to align those two together, but still, you see what we can do here. And I can move those things and check Are those aligned together or not? So sometimes it can be really handy. Okay, depending on your needs, can be pretty handy to be able to work with something like that. Depend, of course, on your needs, programmer, designer, whether you want to be pixel perfect or not. But this is a little tool that can be pretty handy in those type of situations. This is a tool that is really cheap. You do have a free version. Let me close that now. You can close the divider or exit. You do have a free version. This is not a trial, but well, they say try before you buy, but it's just that it has some little limitations, I think, on the rotation or things like that. But if you want to buy it, it's only less than $30, and that says for lifetime. So they don't do much updates, to be quite honest, but they don't need to. They don't necessarily improve the tool. It does what it needs to do. And you have other examples of how you can use it as well, by the way. So, well, as you can see, they say $30, but there's a special right now. It's only $20 right now. So in Canadian, of course, it's a little bit higher, but in US price, so $20. So there are some probably specials right now, even though it's not mentioned. So $20 or $30, really cheap. You can, of course, get your money back pretty quickly by using a tool like that. So I hope this will be handy for you and it will meet a specific need that you have. Thank you and have a good day.